And there was a lot of people that spoke about sort of the vibrational energy or something that just felt like it was uplifting by being around that many like-minded people. And a lot of people sort of felt upgraded by going, and there was some amazing feedback and testimonials that we had, all similar to that, in feeling something really special was going on.
A silver lining of COVID has been some of the communities that have formed, including the Living Free movement, who last year we introduced to you as the group who were launching a festival for like-minded people. And due to its success, it's back this year and they plan to do it even bigger and better. Nick and Dave, thanks for joining me.
G'day, mate.
How are you, mate? It's good to be back with you.
It's always good to see you, and I know the audience here is very familiar with you, Nick, for all the wrong reasons, I guess. Tell us, for people that didn't see last year, that missed out, tell us what it is, what the festival's about, what happened, and what's the plan for this year.
So last year we had a bunch of international guest speakers. We had a bunch of Australian musicians, really talented musicians, workshops, all the rest of it. It's going to be the same this year. We're actually going to have a third stage this year. So much of the same, bunch of internationals coming in who are really highly respected speakers. And then things for kids, whole family sort of friendly event.
Yeah, it was probably the most enjoyable experience I've had since I've had children. One aspect of it is being with a community of people. So there was about 1,000 people there last year, and having no internet service, so you're not able to use your phones, and people there with their families and their children all together. It's just the coolest thing ever, and we get to just enjoy each other's time. And people are really social at these events because people aren't on their phones. That was, I think, the biggest thing, especially Dave would probably agree, it was a big component to I guess, enabling us to really connect with others. Because that all the phones do is it separates you. Like people just, they'll talk to people a little bit and then they'll get on their phones and they'll get on social media. There was none of that. So it was like, the 1980s. Even the
How
90s.
did that catch up with my reports, though?
Oh, well, we caught up with those later, of course. Of course we did. No, but it was really, really fun. And it was good to see the kids playing with each other and just having fun. There was no screens, no screen time for them because there was no screens. Everyone was just out there having fun.
It was like when I grew up. It felt like that sort of, that level of freedom and
You mean
kids
no iPads
interacting
for the
with
kids,
each other.
just outdoorsy,
Outdoors
hands-on
and just having fun and just being kids, like being allowed to be kids and have that freedom. And because the community is so like-minded, there's a lot of extra trust there that, you don't have to be supervising them as much as you would otherwise. You're just sort of making sure that they're safe and having fun. But, all the kids just got on like a house on fire.
So what's this year? Last year you say you have about 1,000 people. What's the plan for this year? And how's it going to be bigger?
We want to probably double that. The biggest part for us is camping space. We've got a whole bunch of extra activities coming as well because, to be honest, we didn't think we were going to have such a big response last year on that. So there's going to be scavenger hunts, there's arts and crafts and face painting and line dancing, and Nick's going to do an MMA class for the kids and that sort of thing as well. And then for the families, it's the same sort of thing. Lots of connections, that getting together and community aspect of it, that authentic relationships where you don't have to pretend to be something else. You don't have to, censor yourself in what you're saying. And then the conversations can just flow from that point.
Avi, your viewers would generally be aware that there is an agenda to keep us divided and keep us in a state of fear. And part of the reason why we formed this festival is to break those barriers down and to start to unite with other people. And there's something very empowering about being united with people who are free thinkers, that are aware that there is an agenda to keep us divided, and to be able to to be united with other people that have the same mindset and the same ilk. And we might have differences of opinion on things, but the fact of the matter is we know that there is a group of people out there that do want us divided, and we're doing the opposite. So we're being like real rebels, a bit like when we had the rallies, but in a much more positive way. You know, that we had those COVID rallies back in the day, and that was very empowering in that situation, in that scenario. But this is more about being creative and actually just having fun.
So it's how many days is it?
It's across 3 days. So it's the 22nd to the 24th of August. So it's Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So 2 nights, 3 days.
2 nights, 3 days. And what happens in that period? You're camping, and
basically, you know, there's a bunch of different stages. So there's on the main stage, usually it's broken up between speakers and musicians. And then there's a workshop sort of stage, and then there's a sort of later stage to do some of the other sort of smaller speakers, that sort of things on those stages as well.
And where is it? Where do you hold it?
The Pillar Valley in New South Wales. So it's about an hour from Coffs Harbour and about 30 minutes from Grafton. Beautiful property. And it's pretty close to the beach, about 15 minutes to the most magnificent beaches. So often people spend a little bit of extra time with their family and head off and have a bit of a look around before or after the event as well.
And so what's the costs involved, and where can people find the details?
Yeah, so it's all on the website. So it's www.livingfreefestival.org. And the ticket prices start off from $175 through to camping and everything. You can sort of upgrade for different things. There's family tickets and discounts available and everything. The same as last year, there's a discount code for Nick to support him with all his legal battles and that sort of thing. So if you use the discount code BANJO, BANJO, you'll be able to get a discount on your tickets there as well.
If you like seeing communities like these flourish, make sure to like, comment, and share it to help it grow. And then head over to followavi.com. Make sure to subscribe to the mailing list and follow me across all socials so you never miss a thing, including these amazing communities. Followavi.com.